You're listening to Fluent Listening, English made simple through real-life stories. In episode 16, Daily Routines, Emily and Nathan talk about their normal weekdays in London, from the moment they wake up until they go to bed. They talk about waking up, going to work, meals, free time, studying, and relaxing in the evening, using clear daily routine verbs and time expressions. This episode is perfect for learning how to describe your own day in simple English. Let's listen in.
Nathan, what time do you usually wake up on weekdays?
I usually wake up at 7 a.m.
That's early. I normally wake up at 7:30.
What's the first thing you do in the morning?
First, I check my phone, then I get up and go to the bathroom.
Same here. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and then I have a quick shower.
I sometimes have a shower in the morning, but not every day.
After that, I get dressed and make breakfast.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually eat toast and eggs, and I drink a cup of coffee.
I normally have cereal and fruit and sometimes tea.
What time do you leave the flat?
I leave home at about 8:30. I take the tube to work.
I usually leave at 8:15. I sometimes take the tube, but often I take the bus.
How long does it take you to get to work?
It takes about 30 minutes. What about you?
Around 25 minutes on a normal day.
What do you do when you arrive at work?
I start my computer, check my emails, and make a to-do list for the day.
That's organized. I often have a short meeting in the morning.
Do you have a break in the morning?
Yes, I usually have a coffee break at around 10:30, just 10 minutes.
I sometimes have a break, but not every day. What time do you usually have lunch?
I usually have lunch at 1 p.m. in the office canteen.
I often bring lunch from home. I like to prepare it the night before.
That's healthy and cheaper. What do you normally eat?
Sometimes a sandwich, sometimes rice and vegetables.
Sounds good. After lunch, I go back to my desk and work until about 5:30.
I finish work at 5 most days.
In the afternoon, I often feel a bit tired, so I drink another coffee.
I usually drink water or tea. Coffee makes me feel too awake at night.
Do you sometimes finish late?
Yes, I sometimes stay until 6 if I have a lot of work.
What do you usually do after work?
I usually go straight home. Sometimes I stop at the supermarket on the way.
I often go to the gym after work, maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
On days I don't shop, I get home at about 5:30.
What do you do when you get home?
First, I change clothes and relax for a few minutes. Then I cook dinner.
I often cook too, but sometimes I order food when I'm tired.
After dinner, I usually watch a series or a video, and I try to study English for at least 20 minutes.
Nice. I sometimes read a book in the evening, or I play games online with my friends.
Do you often go out on weeknights?
Not very often. I usually stay at home during the week.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed at around 11 p.m.
I try to go to bed at 10:30, but sometimes it's later.
Do you look at your phone in bed?
Yes, I often check messages before I sleep.
Me too, but I'm trying to do it less. It keeps me awake.
Before I sleep, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and prepare my clothes for the next day.
That's a good idea. I sometimes prepare my bag at night so my morning is easier.
I usually sleep about 7 hours.
I normally sleep 6 to 7 hours. When I sleep well, my day is much better. So our routines are similar, but not exactly the same.
Yes, you usually go to the gym, and I usually study English.
We both wake up early and go to bed before midnight.
I sometimes stay up too late on Fridays, though.
Me too. Maybe we can both try one small change.
Like what?
I can try to read more and use my phone less at night.
And I can try to move more after work, maybe a short walk before dinner.
Sounds good. Small changes can make our daily routine healthier.
Yes, and now I can talk about my routine in English more easily.
Exactly. That's progress.
Thank you for listening to Fluent Listening, episode 16, Daily Routines. In this episode, Emily and Nathan described their mornings, workdays, evenings, and nights using simple present tense, time expressions, and frequency adverbs. Let's review some useful daily routine phrases. I usually wake up at 7 a.m., talking about regular time. First, I check my phone, then I get up. Saying actions in order. I leave home at about 8:30. Talking about when you go out. I often bring lunch from home, using a frequency adverb. After work, I usually go straight home. Talking about the next part of the day. I usually go to bed at around 11 p.m. Describing your night routine. These phrases are perfect for describing your own day, asking others about their routines, and practicing everyday English. Stay with us on Fluent Listening as we continue exploring everyday English in real conversations. See you in the next episode.